for coming through. And I said, let me study the traits of those that actually made it through coaching and today are sitting in directorship positions and executive positions. And I went through their LinkedIn profiles. And I remembered when we started, a lot of them, their titles on LinkedIn were what administrator, what officer, what specialist. And today I look at their LinkedIn profile and associate director of this, head of department of this, director of that. Then I studied them. And I said, what made these people stand out? And all of them is because they had a very high career ambition. It just took me back to the first sessions that I had with them. And from the moment they walked into those coaching sessions, I'm telling you, they were different. I could pick up that these people are actually total superstars, right? So I started writing down all of the things that they have. And I wanted to share them with you. And also give you guys strategies, of how you guys can actually, get yourself to that point and, tell you how we can adopt some of these traits. But these are the top 4 traits that came up for me when I think about this client. Yesterday I became so emotional. I was looking at, there's a client of mine, her name is Refilwe. I became so emotional. I remember where we come from with Refilwe, and today she's an associate director at BDO. I mean, it's just something else. I remember when she came in, she was so timid, right? She was so timid. She knew she wanted this career ambition, but she was questioning herself. Is it for me? Is it really for me to get into a directorship level, right? And she looked at her life and said, why should I interrupt this life of mine that is fine and go fetch stress? Because a directorship position is actually stress, And I just remember that day when she came in. I don't even know how Refilwe ended up in coaching sessions. I don't know if she found me through LinkedIn. I don't remember. I must just have this conversation with her. I don't know where she comes from. And then, last week she sent me a message and said, Coach, I need you. I need you now. Like, Exco is getting hot. Exco is getting hectic. Thank you so much, Shumi. And because Exco is getting hectic, Coach, I need you in my corner. Ziyakhala ku Exco khona manje. So, I became very emotional just looking at her profile. And I remember her brother coming to me and saying to me, I don't know what you did to my sister, but bro, she's completely something else. The life that she's living now, she's so fulfilled, and now she has nice life problems. So these are the 4 traits, guys, that came through from everybody, right? Well, I'm super glad I found you. Thank you so much, Tuli M. I really appreciate your words, So, guys, these are the 4 traits that came up. Number 1, all of my successful clients were people that are resourceful. And I'm going to explain to you what I mean by resourceful, and then I'm going to explain to you how you can become resourceful, all right? So all of them found a way to bring in new tools and systems, right, to get around some of the things that were difficult for them at work. So they never sat back when things were tough at work and said, there's nothing that we can do about it. And I'll give you a simple example. One of my clients that became successful, I remember they needed a planning tool in order for them to plan their day because it was becoming hectic the more they moved up the corporate chain. On their own, with their own money, they bought this system called Monday.com. It's an app, right? And they used Monday.com in their own personal lives to actually make sure that they manage all of their meetings. So the company could only provide them with Microsoft Office Teams and then your Outlook calendar, right? But it wasn't working for them. It wasn't working for her. And then she said, you know what? I need better tools in my life. And I need to learn to pay out of pocket to get these better tools out of my life. She was planning her whole life through Monday.com, right? Thank you, Nanali, for coming through. And she was planning her life through Monday.com. You understand what I'm saying? And her life became so smooth, and she never went to the company and said, yeah, I've gotten myself Monday.com. You guys are useless. So you guys now must pay for my Monday.com because I'm doing this for you. It's for your company and whatever the case is, right? No, they knew it will make them better as they move up. So they got this thing and they subscribed to it. One of them was using Calendly. Other ones were using Bitrix24, which is a project management system. They took these tools and brought them into their own personal lives and paid for their own subscriptions so that they are resourceful. So they didn't sit and say, the company does not give us adequate resources in order for us to become effective, to be better project managers. No, they didn't do that. They said, if the company does not give us, we will go and get our own resources. So that's what I mean by being resourceful. It's where if at work you are given minimum resources, you start investing in your own resources because you know they make you better. You invest in your own apps. You invest just a little bit of money. And I'm telling you, the subscriptions that they were paying was not more than $300 a month. It wasn't that much, right? So they were not doing big things and spending a whole lot of money. It didn't work like that. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the hand heart. Thank you, thank you, thank you, right? So that's what they did. That's how these people became resourceful. And they had these systems. I mean, if you look at their laptops and you look at the programs that they have and all of that, guys, they're paying out of pocket to make life easier for themselves. So that's what I mean by being resourceful. So I want you guys to adopt this mindset of being resourceful. If you can get the to-do apps on your phone and they require you to pay a 10 rands per month subscription, get it. Because the company might not give it to you because it's not something they want to spend money on. It does not mean you should not acquire it for yourself, right? It's like buying a diary for yourself in order for you to be able to plan instead of waiting for the company to buy you the diary. Thank you so much, Nana Lee. Right? So that's what I mean by being resourceful. Build your own resources at home in your own personal computer in order to be able to move yourself to the next level. Some of the resourceful people are the ones that are doing all of their LinkedIn courses, right? Unprovoked. They just go on LinkedIn, they do a course or two, right? They spend 250, they do something on Coursera. It's building their career, but they don't go back to the company and say, because you're not giving us all of these things, we are not going to do anything. Ngare ke go hunger strike go tronkong. Nazi hunger strike ya se jail ya se Sun City. You understand what I'm saying? So I want you guys to adopt becoming resourceful. What can you get in your own personal phone, an app, a program, in your own personal computer that can move you to the next level in terms of your thinking, right? So that's what I expect from you guys. All of my clients that became directors and became successful, I'm telling you today, they were all resourceful. That's one thing that I picked up. They were all resourceful. The way they upgraded their tablets at home and all of that, so that they have a workstation and all of that, so that life can be easy for them. And they said, whatever the company does not give us, we're not going to let it become a stumbling block. So that's what I mean by being resourceful. I want you guys to be resourceful. Okay, let me just go through comments very quickly. I missed a couple of them before we carry on. So I hope you guys see Azwana. Guys, if you're not following me, make sure that you follow so that you can become the Fetch Army. If you don't know who the Fetch Army is, it's us in this group. We're a group of professionals that are doing things differently in order to become executives, right? And part of it is becoming resourceful. Okay. Refilo Fifi is in the house. I see you. I need to gain confidence. I'm an LLB degree graduate, but somehow I lack confidence. I need help. Rules, come for a coaching session. Let's work on your confidence. Confidence is knowledge. Confidence is subject matter expertise, right? Confidence is thought leadership. That's what we need to build, right? We're talking about professional confidence here, guys, not beauty pageant confidence. Let's see what other comments we made. I need to have a meeting with myself and get planning. Fifi, let's get this thing done. Fifi, don't forget, you've got a coaching session. Don't forget when I'm Mrs. Ne to say, I'm ready, coach, to speak to you. You remember, I promised you, so you must come through. Which apps are more effective? Guys, there's an app called ClickUp. Guys, there's an app called ClickUp. It's in ClickUp Elayako University. Guys, please go look up an app called ClickUp. I use it every day. I've been using ClickUp. I've been using ClickUp since I don't know how many years ago, and not provided by the company, provided by me for myself, and I paid $300 for it. It has made my life easier. I never forget anything. I constantly have my tasks and all of that. So guys, please go check out ClickUp. It's a brilliant planning tool. That's the way of investing in ourselves, doing it yourself. Exactly, P-Wise. That's what I'm talking about. You need to invest in yourself. Don't forget my slots for my people. Yes, I won't forget you. I'm currently using ClickUp. Christopher, tell these people about ClickUp. Tell the army about ClickUp. The army, let me tell you something. I think as from today, I want all of you guys on ClickUp. Go register a free account. You'll think about upgrading later, right? Go to clickup.com and register yourself a ClickUp account. As from today, the weapon of choice for the Fetch Army is ClickUp. Guys, you can set your goals there. You can track your progress in terms of how you're doing. All of this homework that I'm giving you guys. I thought ClickUp was just for tax. We'll go check it. Not that one, Shumi. The one that tax is using in universities. No, that one sucks. That one sucks. I don't even know why they call it ClickUp. Just go to clickup.com and check. the best project management tool in the planet. If you want to project manage yourself, project manage your homework that I give you, right? Project manage your task when it comes to your LinkedIn. Go to clickup.com. Best thing I've ever bumped into in my whole entire life. Use it every day. I use it every day, 24/7. When you guys sign up for your coaching sessions, the first thing I do, I add you guys on ClickUp so that I can track your progress, who's been booked, who has paid, who is where. That's how I manage you guys and I manage myself. So please, guys, if you want to plan, because you must remember, guys, Sundays are planning days. And I want you guys to get into that habit as well. So on Sunday, what you do in the evening, you open up your ClickUp, you put your tasks for the week, right? Respond to this email, respond to this person, do this meeting. You take everything, you put it on your ClickUp. And every day when you get home, you start ticking things off onto ClickUp. And then you will see your weekly goal is going to show oh my gosh, I'm going to do a tutorial. Guys. I'm going to do a ClickUp webinar. You guys must just come through because you have to adopt ClickUp. You have to see how this thing works. My clients, a lot of them are on ClickUp. They are on ClickUp, right? So guys, yes, that's one way of becoming resourceful. I'm definitely going to do a tutorial. I'm going crazy now because of this. So guys, that is the first one. The second one is that they use their time effectively. So my clients that had a high career ambition, guys, they used their time effectively. And what I mean by this is, thank you, Tuli, right? What I mean by this is every time they get an opportunity to work on themselves, guys, they work on themselves. They don't play that. They are not distracted. I remember one of my clients used to say, Coach, every day between this time and this time on a Sunday, my kids know, do not come bother me with Cocomelon. Do not come bother me with anything. And my husband knows as well that you are now father and mother between this time and this time, because it's me, it's my LinkedIn, it's my Udemy courses that I'm doing, it's my preparing the articles, and it's my preparing my content for the week. And I used to like that. I really used to like that. I mean, like this, but my client, they use their time effectively. So one of the mistakes that people do is that you want to think about your career ambition as you are cleaning. You want to think about your career ambition as you are doing laundry. Guys, that is not effective use of your time. It is not effective use of your time. A lot of I was speaking to one client that we got last week, and then she was telling me that hey Lebohang Langa, right? And then she was telling me that she was working on her LinkedIn profile as she was watching The Woman King, and I said, don't ever do that ever again. I'm a big fan of The Woman King. It's actually my favorite movie right now. But please, you do not work on your stuff while you are watching that. You don't understand how your concentration and your absorption rate, right? The way your brain absorbs information when you are busy with something else, it drops by 80%. So that means the same stuff that you were working on LinkedIn. Tomorrow, when you go through your LinkedIn profile, you're going to be like, how did I even add this stuff? How did I edit this again? You understand? Because you were not fully absorbing. So when it came to them doing their Udemy courses, when it came to them drawing their plan and doing their weekly planners and all of that, I'm telling you, my clients used to do this like effectively when it comes to their time. And what that does for you is that you don't have to keep repeating the same thing, right? You don't have to keep reminding yourself, how did I get here on LinkedIn? How did I get here on LinkedIn? That is a time waster, because every week it's like it's a new conversation that you're having with your LinkedIn profile. When you do it like this, you do it once, and then it becomes habit. Then now you know how to navigate LinkedIn. You know what's going on. So that is very important. They use their time effectively. They really use it effectively. And let me tell you, when you use your time effectively, you don't have to spend a lot of time working on your career ambition, right? 3 hours a week is enough if you're doing it effectively. 3 hours a week is enough. The rest of the week, you can do whatever you like. Go out, spend time with family, and etc. Right? I have learned to value my time. Time wasted, never regained. Time wasted, there's no rewind button. There's no rewind button in life. This is not a CD player. This is life. There is no rewind button here. And when you waste time, it's like you are pressing fast forward. Like time flies. The next thing you know, you've wasted all of it, right? So that's what I picked up about my people. And I'll give you a couple of examples as well. One of my clients used to she joined me on LinkedIn Sundays, right? So if you guys want to join me on LinkedIn Sundays, it's every Sunday between 2 to 4. So basically what that means is that every Sunday between 2 to 4, I'm on LinkedIn in the bedroom, right? Doing what needs to be done. And my wife can do whatever she wants at that moment in time. She can go to gym, she can watch her favorite movie, but she knows for that 2 hours, ratlhalana. For that 2 hours, we are broken up, really X. Because I have to work on my stuff. So if you guys want to join me and then make your LinkedIn Sundays between 2 to 4, do that, right? Use your LinkedIn 2 to 4, right? And then work on whatever you need on. Those who are on LinkedIn 2 to 4, you will always see my light is green, which means I'm online, right? So you will know 100% I'm online, right? I love TV. Hey, reveal. Hey, we can't. You cannot sit and and guys, the background noise is so interrupting. I know a lot of people, they're like, yeah, you must put Netflix on so that you have background sound so that you can work on whatever you need to work on. You can't do that. Yes, Lebohang. What's going on? I see Lebohang is saying Sbu. So you understand what I'm saying, guys? So that's what you need to do, right? You need to spend your time effectively. One of my favorite clients, I'm worried that my LinkedIn is attracting the wrong people. Lebohang, we need to look at your connections, right? We need to look at your connections. And then also, Lebohang, I think because you are, how can I put it without it sounding wrong? Because you... because you are beautiful, I'll just put it straight. Lebohang, you are gonna get creepy people. So all of that as well. I get a lot of views on profile, but from industries I'm not interested in. No, Lebohang, we're gonna sort out your connections. We're gonna sort out your connections, right? So guys, your connections determine your LinkedIn experience. And we're gonna check some of the keywords that you're also using on your profile, Lebohang. Ne? And then that's what we're going to do. But guys, you must remember, magic of LinkedIn happens go inboxing. Yes, Shumi, you know what? I'm trying to remain professional, so I don't want to say to my clients, yo, you are beautiful, and then it comes off the wrong way, right? But I think you guys know me. You've been with me for a very long time. So when I'm saying somebody's beautiful, you know from which perspective I'm speaking up, about. I just don't want it to sound wrong and creepy and whatnot. Then like, hey, God, the coach has been checking us out all along. No, it's not like that, right? You must give credit where credit is due. There are beautiful people in the Fetch Army, right? Okay, so guys, that's what I want you to do. I want you guys to use your time effectively. I really want you guys to use your time effectively. It's very, very, very important, right? So the third one, guys, is all of my clients that became successful and became executives, right? They were all good at finding problems and solutions. So guys, there's a difference between finding solutions and finding problems, then solutions. Two different things. Right. So I will give you an example with one of my clients. She's an executive in one of the in the insurance companies. I think I want to book time with you, and I'd like to see how I can use my transferable skills. Exactly, Lebohang, because you're doing a pivot. When I Lebohang, that's what we need to do. So there's a lot of keywords, there's a lot of terms that we need to change. There are transferable skills that we need to phrase differently. Right, so it's a pivot sort of like thing. So that's what we're doing. We are fetchingly beautiful. Listen to Refile, guys. There's a new line. There's a new line from Refile, guys. From Fifi. You guys are fetchingly beautiful. Yeah, I think that one makes it professional. That one makes it professional. Instead of me saying you guys are beautiful, I'm saying you guys are fetchingly beautiful. That sounds much more better. I'll message and book time, Loena. Cool stuff, Lebohang. I'm game. I'm always down, right? So yes, guys. So one of my clients, what she did, she works for a big insurance company. Ne? So she managed to find a problem when it comes to the insurance industry, sort of like playing within the green economy, right? And digitization. She found a problem and then she started finding solutions, which made her a thought leader in those solutions. So she didn't sit and wait for a problem, right? She went and looked for it. and said this is a problem. One of my successful clients within the compliance space, who's now gotten an executive position, right? Same thing. She looked at the compliance space and said, let me find what the problem is so that I can find solutions to solve it. Because what happens with that is it makes you an expert in a particular area. Hello, family. Hope I'm not that late. Eunice, you are not that late. So we're not going to make you do push-ups. People that are coming in at 5:30, but it's already push-up. That's what we're going to do. You will do push-ups. The Fetch Army must be early, right? So yeah, guys, and that's what she did, right? She found issues within the compliance sector, and I related to it because in my sector, one thing that made me grow so fast is because I used to find problems with policy or gaps with policy and etc. Things that are not normally discussed when there are conversations about stuff in my sector. I used to find something that is always unique so that when I package it and I put it out there as content, it would be different. I mean, on Friday, I'm doing a very nice panel discussion at the Meslo in Sandton. And the lady who called me, the conference organizer, called me this morning. Hey, this lady calls me while my voice is cranky and I'm sleepy and whatnot, right? But anyway, she calls me this morning and she says to me, Sbu, this is something you've been writing about for the last 5 years. And I need to put you on a panel. I was like, when is this panel discussion happening? It's like, it's Friday. I was like, Ebatu, you couldn't find anybody else for you to call me short notice. Arisbu, there's nobody else in this country. Because you are the only person who found gaps in this whole thing. And you still continue to write about it today. And people can't relate to it. Well, they can relate to it, but people can't find that gap because you are the only person who's aware of that gap. So now on Friday, all of a sudden, hey, it's on to get barber shop. I need to go cut my hair. Yeah, I need to go cut my hair and look nice because she says to me, Smooth, there's nobody else that we could find. Nobody in this country. Guys, country. Do you understand what I'm talking about? I'm talking about 9 provinces. They couldn't find anybody, right? Only the general of the Fetch Army is the person who can push this. So I relate to it. When my clients start doing that, I really start relating to it. Right? So guys, you need to learn how to find problems and solve them. In your current workspace, in your current sector, in your current industry, go look for something that somebody else is not thinking of, right? So you already know the issues that everybody's talking about. Everybody's probably talking about the same thing. When you just need to find that one and say, you guys have not been looking at this. It is powerful. You understand? And that's where you need to be. That's how you need to position yourself. So, I mean, my clients, they moved up into high executive positions because they could find issues and actually solve them and find their own loopholes. Yo, guys, I'm telling you, when I went through their LinkedIn profiles, guys, yesterday I was emotional. I don't want to lie to you. I don't want to lie to you. It's like, my people are pushing, guys. Like Fetch Army, you guys are pushing. You guys are pushing, but we need to get, guys, we need to adopt a different mindset. We need to be different kinds of human beings, right? Eunice saying that's exactly, Eunice, that's being innovative. That is being innovative. You understand? So, guys, that's why I want us to stop being normal people. You know, guys, Nehelto, I'm going to call them. You know what? Actually, I should put Refilwe, Yolanda, and Bianca on a panel discussion. When I do my first event at the Meslo, right? I must bring those people in. Guys, I want you to listen to them. And then after I've done a panel discussion with them, I want you guys to say to me, are these normal people or not? You will see, guys, they are not normal. These 3 women are not normal. They're just an example. They are not normal, guys. Go follow Insaf Daniels. Yesterday I told you about Insaf Daniels, one of my clients, right, who's an HR director. Guys, please follow her post and listen to her speak and tell me if this is a normal person. They are not normal people. There are people that have just found a big space. What I love about the Fetch Army is that we are action driven. Exactly. You know, I mean, these are people that have found a very unique space. And they are living a different kind of life. From the moment you speak to them, they are not normal people. And that's what Fetch Army is. Fetch Army is not normal people. We are not normal people. We think differently. We are resourceful. I think actually, to a certain degree, I think the Fetch Army mentality is a mentality of people that are geniuses. Maybe we haven't been tested yet, how genius we are. But that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put them on a panel discussion and you guys just listen to them. It's a pity they don't put out except for Insaf Daniels, who puts out a whole lot of content. The rest of them, they don't put out a whole lot of content. I wish they could share their journeys, but I understand they are busy. Get it direct, Habatuba. There are levels to this thing, So I understand how busy they are. I must actually say to them, get your assistant to write your story for you, because they are at that level now of saying, yeah, my assistant, But only the general of the Fish Army has direct access to them. Me, I don't go through assistants. I can just walk into their offices. Okay. So guys, this is very important. Kopoto, thank you for coming through. I see you. Guys, the fourth one thing that I picked up about my most successful client, these people have normalized disappointment. Disappointment does not shake them anymore. It really doesn't shake them anymore. And because they've normalized disappointment, their level of bravery has gone up. It has gone up. I mean, they go for the highest suggestions in terms of how they can take the company forward. And then Mabafika go Exco is war. They get outvoted. And you know what? They walk out of there and say, oh, I got outvoted. I'll take it on a chin like Mike Tyson. It's okay. We don't win all of them. And they don't get hung up on it. They move on to the next one. They move on to the next best idea, right? They are not scared of tackling issues and losing. And the reason why they are in executive positions is because they are not scared of applying for executive positions. They are not scared of interviews that go wrong. They've normalized disappointment. They know disappointment is part of, guys, the higher you shoot, the higher the chances of a disappointment, right? It's career economics, guys. I'm giving you the economics of the career supply and demands kind of stuff. The higher your ambition goes up, the higher the chances of getting disappointed, because that means you are starting to reach for other things that you are reaching for the first time in your life. And you might not get them first time, right? So the higher you go, the higher you get disappointed. One of my clients called me last week. She was so angry. She was not invited to a strategic meeting. Spoo, I'm one of the executives. These people did not invite me to a strategic meeting. Why? She is mad. Why? Coach, I need to vent. And I'm like, fine, I'll give you 20 minutes of venting. This client just vents and vents and vents and goes on and goes on and goes on and gets it out of the system. And just like that, boom, she's done with her disappointment. No, coach, thank you so much for listening. I will pay for the 20 minutes of venting. And then next week, Siyabangena food. I was like, go get them. Go get them. #Fetch Army. So these people have normalized disappointment. If you fear disappointment, you will never try anything new. I gave you guys a task and I said, guys, one of the things that I need you to do, right, which goes back to point number 3, I said, if you want to grow fast and increase your chances of getting a job promotion, go look for systems and processes in your department. See where the problem is, come up with a solution of how you can fix them, put together a presentation, go to your boss and present to them in terms of how those processes can change. A lot of people, once they had that homework, they never came back for their coaching sessions. Boo, badla panzi. And I speak to them later and I'm like, dude, what happened to you? They're like, now I was scared of being disappointed, because what if I suggest this to my boss and my boss says no, or my boss laughs at me? And I said, dude, you haven't normalized disappointment. You're going to have a problem. You're going to have a problem. But also, you need to learn the skills of persuasion. You remember, guys, we spoke about that. The skills of negotiation and persuasion. I said you need to go and learn that. They might say no the first time, right? Because you want to put this presentation. You need to sit back, relax, and come back. You need to come back. Fanele shy around foot and say, what angle can I use to come back and say to this person, we need to change this? It's persuasion. And they can say no to you 20, 30 times. So what? It's disappointment, right? Powerful. Disappointment can either break you or build you, but you say it should break me. Wow. You get what I'm saying? Guys, you need to normalize it. You need to normalize it. It's okay to be disappointed. It's okay to bump into disappointing things. Because guys, let me tell you something. On your journey to become, be honest with yourself and answer this question. On your journey to becoming an executive, reaching high, right? This is proper shooting for stars. Do you think everything is just gonna be green ticks, green light, let's go, no issues, no nothing? Honestly speaking, right? Soccer players, people who watch soccer. I don't watch soccer, right? But let's make an example about soccer. Ne? What I'm saying to you is, When you move up the ranks from a small league to a big league, and you guys are playing in the big league for the first time, right? Some teams are lucky to win the league as they go in, right? But a lot of them are going to get relegated again. So the more you reach out for things, guys, the more you are going to get beaten. You are moving into a new competition. You make your debut, go UFC. Going to get your ass beat a little bit, right? So reading books like How to Win and Influence People is a must read. So guys, there's a book here. Mikey M is plugging us with a book for those who read books, right? You can go check it out there. And one thing, guys, I picked up about books also is that if you're not a reader like guys, I don't like reading. Like when my wife has so many books, my wife reads like nobody's business, right? And that's why she's smarter than me. But for me, whatever book I find, I go search the title on YouTube. I'm sure there's a summary somewhere or an audio thing. So if you don't read, guys, check that book by Mikey there. Mike, I'm going to check that on YouTube as well. I love content that makes you positive, right? So guys, you need to normalize disappointment. You will not always get what you want. That's one thing you need to understand, right? Fifi, I can't wait to see you. Let's do your session. Guys, if you have fears about your career, you want to know how to move forward, go to careeremporium.co.za. Go book your one-on-one coaching session with me. And let's get you sorted. Like $450 for an hour. Ne? And guys, book them right now, because the way things are happening around me, the fee is gonna be $900, you know. So get in now, you know. And then if you want to book your LinkedIn session, $199, you can book your LinkedIn session as well. All right. So that we can sort you out, guys. You don't need to sit with this fear. Get a career coach. A career coach will work with you. We will work with you. You and I are co-PSHM coach. I do that with books. I know Nanali. And on Nanali, ugqoka class, ugqoka specs, you'd think you read a lot. And I saw you working today, Shem. I was so proud of you. Nanali did a live where she was working. I was like, hey, what's your inquiry? Let me check it for you, sir. What is the number? 68858. I was like, Lala Nanali. I didn't know that side of you. It was nice to see you work. So yeah, guys, normalize disappointment. For everybody who's new here, by the way, just to repeat, guys, we are called the Fetch Army. We're a group of people that are fetching executive positions. We don't want to be career dropouts. We're not going to stop at administration level. We're not going to stop at junior management level. We are shooting for executive positions. So every day, 2 o'clock, we do these master classes. Make sure that you follow me so that you can become part of the Fetch Army. We've got a WhatsApp group where you can join, where I share webinars, and I'm going to start sharing podcasts and everything, right? So yeah, guys, please join the Fetch Army. We are fetching here. We are fetching here. We don't play around, right? And then we behave differently. We think differently. We're doing things differently. So make sure that you follow me, and make sure that you go to careeremporium.co.za and then you join the WhatsApp group, right? So guys, these are the things I wanted to share with you, right? And I'm going to repeat them. We're going to go through them again. So guys, please I don't want to worry about you guys. Ne? I don't want to worry about you guys. I want to believe that everything that we discuss here, you're going to adopt it, right? And guys, please, it's okay to be fearful. It's okay to be fearful and say, yo, yeah, what coach is saying is that we must push ourselves out of the comfort zone. Yesterday I said to you guys, the house that you have, the car that you have, the savings that you have, and your bank account have nothing to do with you going and fetching your career ambition. Those are two different things. Congratulations on the assets that you have. But those assets should not say you need to stop. You need to go on. As long as you haven't reached an executive position, you need to go on. I gave you guys the mentality. When you do first year, you always end up at graduation. You never drop out. But why with your careers do you drop out? Why do you drop out with your career? Why don't you just get to the highest level of it all? Or at least shoot for it. And we've normalized this thing, Yoguti. It's okay not to get to the top. Not the Fetch Army. The Fetch Army, we say it's not okay. We will do our best to get there, to exit at the highest level of our professions. That's what we're going to say as the Fetch Army. We are saying it's not okay. We will do our best to get there. I would rather you push to get there and get to the, they say shoot for the stars, so that if you fail, at least you can land on the moon. Right? You shoot for the stars. If you miss the stars, guys, at least you will land on the moon. But you are not on Earth. You moved at least. You moved a level up. You understand? So that's what we're trying to do. We're looking for a different kind of fulfillment that has nothing to do with the car and the garage and the apartment and all of those things that we have. No, this is a different conversation. It's a different conversation. There's no way you can measure a career ambition based on material things. Come on now. Come on now. You are looking for something bigger. I remember when my brother started teaching and he said, I'm going to be a school principal. The guy was on Jacaranda not too long ago. Interview on Jacaranda, they were talking about the school where he's a principal. And he did his thing. And now he's like, I'm so happy, I'm going to start my own school. It's like, go do your thing. You understand? My sister, when she was studying paralegal, she said, my dream is to be an advocate. I remember she was driving a blue Tez. And last year, we did a very big party for her when she became an advocate, right? She's not even 45 yet. You understand? So, I mean, I come from that kind of background. And I'm around those kinds of people that just want to go on and reach the highest level of their profession. Highest level of their profession. So that's what we're doing, guys. But these 4 traits are very important. Guys, please do not be normal people. Do not be normal people. Be a different kind of person. Beautiful testimonies. Thank you, Lebohanglang. My family is something else, hey? My family is something else. Guys, I've got a sister, ne? She's this lady, ne? She studied medicine. She started with radiography, ne? And then she did medicine, go University of Pretoria. And between then and now, my sister is 45. I don't know how many master's degrees she has. I mean, this lady is top researcher everywhere. It's like, my sisters are crazy. My sisters are crazy, but it's down to earth people. It's like Ridi Popeye, man. I come from a family of serious people, but Ridi Popeye at the same time, my youngest brother, was once the youngest paramedic in the country. Right? And then he said he wanted to reach the highest level, right? But he said not in government. And then today, I mean, like, he's managing director of one of the biggest paramedic private companies, right? It's like, guys, it's crazy. It's crazy. Like, my family is crazy. They're so inspirational. But even the people around me that I now hang around with, guys, when I went to the African Chartered Accountants event, guys, I met some women there that are proper powerhouses. And they're saying, we're not stopping. I'm like, yo, but dude, I mean, like, look at where you are. And then you're only 34. They're like, dude, I'm not done. I am not done. And I'm not talking about school. I'm not talking about books. I'm talking about occupying executive position. They're like, I'm not done. It's like, I've been an executive 5 times in this sector. I'm tired of this sector. I want to become a CFO in this sector, in this sector, in this sector. They are pushing. Like, they don't fear anything. They do not fear anything. You understand? So yeah, guys, these are the traits that they have. These are the traits that they use. Ever since I joined the Fetch Army, I am better, I must say. Even my interviews, ayashisa. Thank you, Wenacherio. We want izinto zishise. Guys, the Fetch Army, we are a different breed of people. We are not like normal people. Low and now down to earth say, thank you so much, Lebohang Langa. Your testimony is proof that I'm in the right podcast. Yes, you are. Rabelani, you are. I'm going to be an executive coach. Fifi says, I love it here. Fifi, I'm glad you love it here. But guys, I don't want us to be normal. Now, I want us to change the mindset of being normal people. I want us to change that mindset. Right? There's a group of people that are called 1%ers. I was recently also called a 1%er, which is something that I hold so dearly. Just that you can't get a certificate for it. 1%ers are the 1% of people in this world that are just thinking differently. And I'm not talking about wealth and billionaires and all of that. So yes, most billionaires are 1%ers because they know how to think, right? But we are taking it out of the money aspect of it before. But billionaire. But we are called 1%ers because the way we think about stuff, the things that we achieve, being one of the youngest executives, the kind of topics that we come up with, right? The kind of panel discussions that we have, our focus on things, the way we drive conversations is like every time I speak to people, they say to me, it's something we've never heard. So they call us the 1%ers. I want everybody in the Fetch Army to become a 1%er. Be that rare commodity that when you speak to people, they are so intrigued because your level of thinking, right, and the angle of thinking is so different. And people are like, I just like your delivery on things. I just like your perspective on things. I just love your outlook on things. 1%ers become executives. They become the top dogs. They become the captains of the industry. So that's what I want to see from you guys. I want you guys to become 1%ers. Actually, I must start doing talks about 1%ers in the corporate space, because every time people speak about 1%ers, they speak about 1%ers in business and entrepreneurship. But guys, you remember what I said about this life. I said we are a group of professionals that are proud 9-to-5ers. Proud 9-to-5ers, and understand that we are important people as 9-to-5ers, and we are hustlers as 9-to-5ers, and we secure the bag as 9-to-5ers. That's our approach to this 9-to-5 thing. We are approaching it from a different angle, not I'm a job kind of person angle. No, we are approaching it from a different perspective. That's what's going to make the Fetch Army, or what makes the Fetch Army different from any other group that gets together. We are doing our thing our own way. How does this thing of thinking of something, but when you have to voice it out, it is not clear? Woo! Mikey, I know that. And that takes practice, right? Because as the fact that you can think it, already that means your mind is elastic, because that's what you need to do. Guys, one thing you want to achieve in life is to have an elastic mind, right? So when your mind sees a USB, it does not see it as just a USB. It stretches and sees something else, right? That's what we call the analytical skill. So me, when I look at things, automatically my mind runs. It's like a scanner. When I look at something, when I look at an article, when I look at my brain already scans. You understand? My brain is elastic. So the fact that your brain is elastic is good. Now, putting it out is a skill that is required, and skills can be practiced. Skills can be practiced, right? It's just like mathematics. So if you struggle to put it out, number one, go watch the podcasts. Number two, go attend webinars and listen to how other people speak. Secondly, you need to practice it. Guys, I listen, this is what I said to you guys. As you are driving in your car, you need to speak to yourself. Pretend you are in an interview on ENCA, right? Pretend you are on an interview on radio, and you need to talk. You need to open your mouth and you need to speak. You understand? You need to speak as you are driving alone. When you are listening to a radio interview on Power FM as you're driving, when they're asking somebody a question, you need to answer those questions as well and see how you would fare if it was you in studio. You need to talk. When you're sitting in traffic, you need to talk. Somebody said to me, "Yo, Sbo, I saw you the other day, and then you were on the phone. It looks like you were shouting at somebody." I was like, I wasn't shouting at anybody. I was in a studio in my head with SAFM giving answers about careers. I trust me, I was not in the phone. I was speaking to myself. So that's what you need to do. You need to do that, right? So guys that are suffering from this syndrome, guys, you need to start talking. Talk, open your mouth, speak. And then correct yourself or you're not doing it correctly, and then watch other interviews as well. That's why I bring you guys to webinars. If you're not in the WhatsApp group, you're missing out on webinars. Where can I find a business coach or mentor? Sibu, come to me for business coaching. We've got another division. This is Career Emporium. It's our career coaching division. We've got Entrepreneurship Emporium, which is for business coaching. I haven't started doing lives on it, but that's where I'm working with a lot of entrepreneurs that are chartered accountants and whatnot, right? So I am a certified educator in entrepreneurship and a certified business coach as well. I don't speak about it here because this platform is for us, it's for 9-to-5ers. But Sibu, yeah, send me a message, send me a WhatsApp, I've got your number, and then we can speak about that. Coach, I pretend, but along the way my English will say Andizi. Rapsteak, you need to listen to other people speak. That's how you build your English. Guys, watch cartoons. Cartoons will teach you English. Hey, do you guys know a cartoon called Pepper N? Let me know in the comments if you know a cartoon called Pepper N. Then you can expose your age. As a gospel preacher, if it doesn't bless me, it can't bless others. Preach to yourself first. Thank you so much, Be Wise. That's what I'm talking about. How to join WhatsApp group? Keraemporium.co.za. That's where you can join the group. Keraemporium.co. You, I almost blocked somebody trying to scroll. Yo, askisi guys. I hope I didn't block anybody. Yes, Sibu, do that. Let's talk. Yes, guys, talk to yourself. Talk to yourself. It's very important, guys. Keraemporium.co.za, guys, you can go there and join the WhatsApp group. So, guys, please, I want you guys to start adopting these 4 traits. It's very important that you adopt these 4 traits. But, guys, join the WhatsApp group so that you can. Guys, the reason why I'm saying you must go to these webinars is because I want you to listen to people speak. If you understand industry language, you understand English. It's as simple as that, right? My English is not the best, but I make sense when I speak. You understand what I'm saying? But it's not like the best English, you know. But English is not very important. Industry language is actually very important. And guys, also slow down when you speak. Don't be like me. I speak very fast. Somebody said to me, you speak like Busta Rhymes. You know, I speak very fast. So take your time, relax when you speak. But when I go to panel discussions, now I'll try and should I go live on Friday while I'm doing the panel discussion? I'll ask them for permission. But are you going to hear me? Because I'm going to be on stage. I don't know. We'll see. Right? So guys, tell me, do you know a cartoon called Pepper N? Nyanbuza, man. Do you know a cartoon called Pepper N? That's where I learned my English. There's a cartoon called Pepper N. I used to watch it a lot growing up. I'm actually getting a tattoo of Pepper N. Yeah, I know people are gonna think it's weird, but Pepper N is my hero. Pepper N taught me English, you know. So yeah, I'll try and go live. Whilst I'm there. We don't know her. I think you know Pepper N. Rabelan doesn't know Pepper N. You guys don't know Pepper N. Hibo, guys, please go to YouTube and look for Pepper N. Me too, Coach Yvel, also practicing on how to speak slow. Yeah, exactly. You know, some of us, we speak very fast, guys. Very, very, very fast. We are fast speakers. Rebo Busta Rhymes, you know. Sbu knows Pepper N. Guys, Pepper N is my hero. Pepper N taught me English. I used to come back home from school and watch Pepper N all the time. And I'll tell you the coincidence. So Pepper N is this skinny woman. It's a cartoon of a woman who's very skinny, but she sees herself as a superhero. That's what I used to like about Pepper N. So whenever she fantasizes about herself, she's this big superhero. You understand? So yeah, she's brilliant. Yes, Fifi, she's brilliant, Pepper N, but she's very skinny and all of that, right? So many years down the line, guys, I'll tell you this story, and I'm going to close with this story. So many years down the line, I get to the University of Pretoria. I study there. I get nervous and stutter in the process. Oh, you need to slow down. Rules, you need to slow it down. Slow it down. Okay. Breathe and slow it down. So, guys, let me tell you this story very quickly. So, I used to like Pepper N. I get go primary. So, every time when I started the University of Pretoria, I met this group of friends in first year. Guys, I met a group of wonderful people. So, Niketswa Mamelodi, Nebatswa Rankuwa, and all of that. So, we couldn't hang out with the burbs people. So we sort of like found each other, Rankuwa, Soshanguve, Mabopane, and then we became sort of like a crew. This crew was big. I think we were 10 boys and 10 girls. I think there was 20 of us in that crew. And we used to sit there by the wall, you know. If you went to Tax, you know where the kiosk is. So every time I used to sing Pepper N. Like whenever we chilling, Jay, randomly, I would sing the theme song, right? Pepper N, da 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 da. So, you know, so it became sort of like my thing. First year goes by. Second year, this girl, Nana Mamelodi. So we start catching the taxi together. She's a skinny girl, right? I know we start catching the taxi together, we start having conversations. And then, you know, we start catching feelings there. And then I start dating her. Not everybody saying to me, "Kam koratang Pepper N thing." You actually went and decided to date Pepper N, well. That's how much you actually liked Pepper N. You decided to look for a black Pepper N and actually date her. Hey guys, those people want so good. That relationship of mine did not last. The hate was too much. Nahana guys, but that's why you were always singing Pepper N. Pepper N. Now you are joining with a Pepper N. Guys, you know. Yeah, they were not very supportive. But anyway, I wanted to leave you with that story. I literally just remembered it right now, you know. So poor Pepper N, we didn't last, Shem. We didn't last, Shem. My crew was not supportive of that relationship, you know. And then ever since then, I stayed away from Bo Pepper N, you know. But anyway, yeah, old story. So guys, thank you so much for coming through. I really appreciate you listening to me. Guys, these 4 traits are very important, so please go and adopt them. I'll try and put this live on YouTube as well. The previous ones, I haven't put them on YouTube just yet. So yeah, guys, I will put it up there. But guys, these 4 traits are very important. As much as we joke around here, I think, you know what, let's just be serious about ourselves. Let's become the 1%ers, right? Let's apply a different way of thinking. You know, let's become special people in this planet. Right? You fetch that. You are not born a special person, right? You fetch being special. You fetch being respected, right? You fetch being seen in high regard, right? You fetch that. Guys that are struggling to communicate, go speak to yourselves in the car as well, right? It's part of becoming a 1%er. You like really put yourself out there. But when I do my event at the Maslow, guys, I'm going to force you guys to talk. Like, I'm going to match you guys up again. Right? And then let's say the date, and then you talk. I'm talking about professional dates, right? Then you guys must talk, and then you must. And guys, please put yourself out there. You understand? Really, really put yourself out there. You know, fetch my 1%er Fifi. Please fetch your 1%er Fifi. Guys, fetch your 1%ers. Become the 1% in corporate that is different. Pepper N, marching in her own parade. That's the. You see, who even knows the song? You even know the song when I spoke, but you're reminding me of hard times when I found my Pepper N, and then my scheme did not support my relationship, you know. But yeah, guys, yeah, we're going to network. It's going to be great. It's going to be amazing. I really appreciate you guys. You guys are I love this space, you know. I love coming here all the time. I will speak to the people at the venue and see if I can go live on Friday so that you guys can see. But I'll probably go live before as well, you know, so that I can walk around, you know, show you guys the venue at the Maslow where I'm going to be speaking and all of that, you know. So exciting things are happening. And guys, the reason why these things are happening is because I decided I'm a 1%er. I decided to execute my 1%erness, and I fetch these things. These things did not fall on my lap. I'm not connected. I don't pay bribes. Trust me, there's no form of corruption. I don't Gupta things. I don't Thabo Bester things. I don't do that. I truly believe I'm a 1%er. So I'm confident in terms of putting myself out there. And I make mistakes, guys, and I get rejected. And I have bad days as well, right? But I've normalized disappointments. I've become resourceful so that I can move around life, right? I use my time effectively. Right? I find problems and I find solutions. That is what I do. So guys, we're going to close this thing. I need somebody to start the train in the comments. You know how we do, right? Whenever we close this live. Guys, make sure that you are following me, okay? I appreciate you, Sbu. So much has changed since listening to you. Thank you so much. Was helping out my manager with Menko. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. There you go, guys. The train has started. Hashtag Fetch Army. Let me give you guys your shout outs, which you fully deserve for staying with me for the whole hour. Show me, my friend, and my my tutor, my Chivenda tutor. Thank you so much for the gifts, and thank you so much for coming through. Calvin Lisiban, I see you, boss. I hope you're making big strides, my man. Calvin is another superstar. I'm telling you, this one is a 1%er. Definitely. He just needs to bring it out, but we're working on it. Zinzile, I see you. Lisa, I see you. Geisha, I see you. Christoph and Debele, thank you for coming through. Captain, I see you. Nsoki, I see you. Habai Piwe, I see you. Tsatsi, I see you. Zuki, I see you. Miss T, I see you. Mamambali, I see you. Sbuda Sibu, I see you guys. Please go to follow Sbu as well. He has very interesting lives. Last time we were talking about dating at work. Hey, yeah, it was late. Claudia 1 million, I see you. Ngabagazi, I see you. Cookie 3, I see you. Wezi Wendunga Nefiki, I see you. Will, I see you. Sanelo Lolo, I see you. Shibu, I see you. Gates, I see you. Rules, I see you. Rules. Practice talking to yourself in the car. Ne? Fifi, I can't wait to see you in the sessions. Fifi is another 1%, especially you guys. Fifi has a very nice smile. I think, yeah, she's she's beautifully fetching. Khaula, I see you. Prudence, thank you for coming through. I see you. Teboho, I see you. Lulu, thank you for coming through. Rapsteak, aka Rabelani, ID name. I see you. OZM, thank you for coming through. Mikey M, thank you for engaging. Mikey, I see you. Thank you for coming through. Dimpo, thank you for coming through. Sando, I see you. Nokutenda, I see you. Kiddos, I see you. User 182, I see you. User 481, I see you. Bo Usaba, I hope you are not people's managers here, checking what they are saying in the comments. I really hope you are good peeps. Ne? Please change your names and put profile pictures. BK, I see you. Thank you for coming through. Be Wise has a profile picture. Be Wise, I see you. Thank you for coming through. And then Umpe M09, I see you as well. Guys, thank you for coming through. I really appreciate you. And guys, you are 1%ers now, ne? Because we are the Fetch Army. Okay, you guys are 1%ers. And everywhere you go, everywhere you are, I want you guys to always remember you are the Fetch Army. But Tobile, why didn't you appear on the list? But Tobile, of course I see you. And I appreciate you all the time. Haibo, LinkedIn, I almost said LinkedIn. That's how much I love LinkedIn. TikTok did you dirty because when I went through the list, Batobile is not there. But Batobile, I appreciate you more than you think. These lives are nothing without you. You know, you are the first person that I consult about everything. So, guys, this is the lieutenant of the Fetch Army. Really appreciate you, Batobile. Guys, take care. I love you. And then I will see you. Shula, I see you. Guys, why is TikTok not giving me a full list? There's Shula as well. Shula, I see you as well. Guys, I gotta go, guys. I'm out of here. Love you guys.